Alrighty, boob tubes and TikTok land. So good morning. Now, this shit is getting interesting. So I clocked this on the BBC News just as I switched it over, and it's talking about what's happening in the Red Sea. I find this shit fascinating, man. Netflix, need to get on it. And then I clocked this dude, this James Bond looking motherfucker. Now I remember him back in the day when I used to do the BBC Newsman, and he's ex MI6. He got injured in the field, and then he became a BBC reporter. So straight up British intelligence, MI6, foreign mob. So I clocked this, and it's I don't even think it's inside baseball, man. It's not even like it's not a national secret or an international secret like the art of warfare, and it's like right, you might buy channels, buy soft power, give your enemies some bad intelligence so they may or may not attack the wrong target. And is that exactly what we've had happen here?
It hasn't got land attack cruise missiles. So that is a deficiency, I suppose. Look, I'm not a naval expert, but that is one bit of shortcoming that, because of that, Britain has had to deploy its Typhoon fighters all the way over from Cyprus that have to be refueled on the way. So coming back to your question, is it just a one-off? I don't think it is going to be a one-off because the Houthis are defiant. They've said they're going to carry on attacking shipping, which they say is linked to Israel. The rest of the world says, not all of it. You've been attacking ships that have got nothing to do with Israel. And in fact, over the weekend, they rather foolishly attacked a Russian ship, a ship that was carrying Russian oil, rather, by mistake, because their targeting and their intelligence is not perfect.
Their intelligence is not perfect. So where did they get that intelligence from? Now think of it in a global context, what's happening in the world today. Right, so the Houthis, the Russians are happy as fuck that the Houthis are doing this. They're loving it. It's diluting the Western armed forces might, because they can't concentrate it all in one place. They need all that shit to fucking happen. Well, they don't need it. They want all this stuff to happen in different areas because it spreads the armed forces which Russia is currently fighting, the economic bloc which Russia is currently fighting. Right, so the worse the Western economy does, the less money they can funnel into Ukraine. God knows how much money they are or are not still funneling into Syria, or if they just gave up inside Syria. Then you've got, let's say they turn Israel into a quagmire as well, so there's another little piglet at the teat. Know what I mean? So big mama pig's like, oh fuck's sake, my nipples are fucking aching over here, man. I've not got enough nipples to go round. And then he bounces up, and remember, X MI6 injured in the go and check this dude. Ex MI6 injured in the field, now bounces up doing news reports on BBC, telling you about what's happening, and then he drops like, well, the Houthis intelligence, that's perfect. That's why they're attacking Russian ships, i.e. they get fed bad intelligence. Because they're not attacking the Russians. If you listen to him carefully there, the Houthis are trying to attack vessels linked with Israel. Although I clocked on the news the other day, they were talking about IKEA ships having to get rerouted, like that, threatening you with fucking more expensive plastic furniture. So I just thought that was very interesting and a real interesting bit of baseball. So it's just, and again, I just think this is interesting because it fucking is. Yeah, you can kind of get a small grasp on how warfare is actually conducted, right? So, to me, when I hear him say that, it sounds to me like the Western elements have managed to feed the Houthis bad intelligence. They've attacked a Russian warship, and if it was a oil tanker, sorry, and if they were to pick a country, any country in the world that puts ships through that lane, if the Houthis were going to mistakenly attack any ship in the world, it would be a Russian one. Because I don't know if you know this, the West and Russia are at motherfucking war. Get it? Got it? Good. Catchies.